From Daikin Park in Houston, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Houston Astros. Alongside my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Chompy. Thanks for joining us here. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, this team is really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Christian Javier.
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life in missed barrels of bats.
And that one fouled off. That one laced to center and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Now it's Alexander Canario. Javier, 6'1" righty, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Lined, and that's a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Here is Aaron Judge. Looking to stay hot after yesterday's game. 4 for 5 in that one. First pitch misses. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Workman on second. Canario at first with no outs. Paredes to second. There's one to Walker, and that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Pete Crow-Armstrong, the next to hit.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
First pitch, and he just misses. Two outs and a runner at third here in the second game of the series. There's the strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Fought off foul.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
2 outs with a runner at third. Hit in the air, left field. Alvarez in position. Brings it in, and that is that. One left for the Cubs. Now here come the Astros. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Houston, and our pitcher tonight, Matthew Thompson. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Jose Altuve, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Altuve has a lot of history with the Astros. In fact, he's played so many seasons in Houston that he's the only player to be named an All-Star in both leagues while playing for the same team. You know, Boog, Altuve goes back all the way to those Astros days in the NL Central before they moved to the AL West.
That's outside, and that's ball three. Righty delivers. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Here's Mauricio Dubon coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Runner, yes,
Altuve runs. Fair ball. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Yordan Alvarez will hit next. 3 hits and a loss last night. Tap foul at the plate. Runners on the corners, no outs. And that one inside and it hit him. Bases loaded, nobody out. Christian Walker up next for the Astros. Big time power. He's 3rd in the AL in home runs. Splits the plate. That's strike 1. Bases juiced, no outs. And that one ripped into right, and that's a fair ball. 1 runs in. The second run scores. A 2-run double.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. First offering, and it just misses. And that's in there at the knees. Alvarez on 3rd. Walker at 2nd with nobody out. And that's outside. And that's ball 2. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Right side. And that is a big first out. Now we check out the Astros lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Brendan Rodgers.
Well, Boog, he's a guy to watch because he capitalizes on the big situations as well as anyone. Hitting over 350 with runners in scoring position. And you know what that means? That means he's a key player for this offense because he can really drive them in when the team needs him the most. He's been clutch all year.
Isaac Paredes in the box with one away as he takes ball one. One down, runners at second and third. Ground ball left side. Out. Number 2.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over. He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Brendan Rodgers stands in here, takes ball one low. The 1-0. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Now this is in the air down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Second and third, 2 down. Next pitch is outside.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
Ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw comes in too late, and now they have runners at the corners.
Well, that's a great effort with 2 outs, and he displayed why it's so important to get out of the box quickly. There's no time to waste on these plays, and that hustle down the line to beat the throw really earned him that run.
And the batter now, Jeremy Pena. Just off the inside edge. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
This one smacked out to left center. Canario puts it away, and that will end the inning. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. On to the second inning now from Daikin Park. It's the Astros 3 and the Cubs nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swung on, belted. That's back. And that one is off the wall. Throw cut off to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's going to be Luis Robert Jr. Right now 6th in the National League in home runs. And there's a foul ball.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And it's 1-1. Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
Runner at second, nobody out. Pitch in the dirt. 2-2. Got him. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
It's been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Well, Bichette up to the dish. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. Outside low, and that's ball 1. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball. 1 out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down now, and here is Colt Keith.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently under the Mendoza line so far this month.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Guerrero at second with 2 down. And that is out of play. Man at second. That one pushed foul. Man on second, 2 down. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. Cubs leave 1. They trail it here 3-0. Bottom of the inning, and now the right fielder, Chas McCormick. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
In the dirt, and that's ball 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two on the way. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Keith settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down.
Up next for the Astros, second baseman
Jose Altuve up to hit here. And ball 1.
Ball 1, no
One out,
strike.
bases empty. Foul ball. And a ground ball to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
now batting center fielder Mauricio Dubon.
2 down, bases empty. Mauricio Dubon now at the plate. Singled and scored his first time. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field. On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
The next offering misses. Ball 2.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Outside with a breaking ball. Here's a 3-0. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. That one hammered center field. That's back there. Forget it. Home run number 20 on the year, and they add on. It's 5-zip.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And now it's Christian Walker. Doubled his first time. Outside low. Ball 1.
1-0.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in at bottom half of inning number 2. Out to short, Workman. Tosses to first, and that is that. Yordan Alvarez goes yard for Houston, and the lead is now 5-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. Javier back to work. That one misses. 1-0. That one fouled off. Just
that's
missed.
off the plate.
Next
Back
pitch
outside.
off the plate. 3-1. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So now back to the top of the order.
Now batting, number 25.
So the batting order turns over. And now the shortstop, Gage Workman. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. That's in there, 0-1. Contreras gets his lead at first, nobody out. That's
One
down
ball,
and in. A
2
slider
strikes.
missed.
Two balls.
In
two
the dirt.
strikes.
Well done behind the dish. And that one is lifted in the air. Dubon under it. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Alexander Canario.
So a man aboard. And next for the Cubs, Alexander Canario. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. They say you win.
0-2.
Man at first, one away. Next
Off
pitch
the
is
plate, ball
outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that one missing low.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. This one in the dirt. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Judge takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. And the 1-0. On the ground to third. And that is that. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
So I ain't saving you a clean
I'm about. Excuse me, miss, like, what's your name? How about we just tone it down? Then go back to where you came from. I ain't gotta prove nothing now. One idea worth 100,000. So if that's about your budget now, in the room for discussion now.
And a
Ball back
fastball misses
outside.
outside for a ball. And that's ball one.
Well, these Astros doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the Major League average.
The changeup missing. 2-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track, maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
So a man at first. Isaac Paredes getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. That's a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. And that's down and away.
Two the count.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And next is the designated hitter, Brendan Rodgers. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball one.
Counts 1-0.
And that's a strike. Here's a 1-1. And there's a ball.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play, minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Judge makes the catch, and there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Astros, the shortstop,
And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. 0 for 1 so far. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Diaz leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that drops in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
2 outs. And that's outside.
That's
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And now the count is even.
Infield.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
First and second, 2 outs. Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. He's 0 for 1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Judge getting an angle on it. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. 2 left for the Astros, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Start of the 4th. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. Crow Armstrong goes 5 feet 11 inches, 185 pounds, and he's usually in center, but today starting in right. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Well, less responsibility for him today, making the move from being the captain of the outfield to moving to right field. So he can let his center fielder take those balls in the gap and kind of like a little day off.
On the corner for a strike. 0-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-2. Ripped to short. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Check swing called strike. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
1 down, base is empty. And it's fouled away. Now a screamer into the outfield. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 up, 2 down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Two down, nobody on. That one catches the corner for a strike. The delivery to Robert. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. And they've got their first run. It's 5-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Bichette gets a chance to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. That misses. Nope. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Two out, space is empty. Fastball for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off. Up and
ball
in.
2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 the count.
Two outs. This to third. Boots it. Still manages a throw. Third out. And that ends the frame. Cubbies edge closer on this long ball. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Daikin Park, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jose Altuve. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count. Then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
That misses. And 1-1. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one's deep, and it hits the fence. makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double in the fourth.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
And next to hit for Houston, Mauricio Dubon. He's 2 for 2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Man at second. Check swing, called strike.
1-1. Ball 2.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Altuve at second with nobody out. Stays alive. Here's a 2-2. Slow roller to third. Keith zips it across. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Air Jordan steps in to take his hacks. He's already homered in this game. Rush to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 7-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the left shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Christian Walker up next for the Astros. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack one on the board. It's 8-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. And Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Here's the catcher to hit, Yainer Diaz. One for two. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. He did not go around. Still only one out here in the inning. That clips the corner. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. Into second, and he's got a double.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
One out, runner at second. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. 0 for 2 in this one. Right through there for a strike. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Grabs it on the run, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 8-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Houston, now the third baseman, Colt Keith. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
You know, these Cubs looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
That one pushed to the left and foul. The 0-2. Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, it's great execution to get that fastball inside. If you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate, but perfectly located. He threw it with conviction. You absolutely do not want to leave it out over the plate.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate, and he's already singled in this game.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
The Cubbies with a lot of ground to make up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Just missed.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
That misses the zone. Now 2-2. And that's in the dirt.
Thank you.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Now it's the shortstop, Gage Workman. The shortstop takes the ball. Contreras at first, one gone.
Hey!
The 1-1 is fouled off. In the air, foul off first. That's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Alexander Canario.
Now at the plate, Alexander Canario. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that'll do it. One left for the Cubs. It's still an 8-1 ball game. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Astros, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
That missed by a lot. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
That one misses, and the count's even at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Chas McCormick, the next to hit. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
The 1-1.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
The Astros up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. That's a little bit low.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That's in there. 3-2 now.
Here in the 5th inning, and here he is about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's really had to grind through to get to this point.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Altuve, the next to hit, takes outside.
1-0.
Two down, nobody on. That one found hard the other way. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a good eye there.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
And a 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
See, every time you see me, I got something new.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Leading off for the Cubs, center fielder Aaron Judge.
Javier back to work. That one's upstairs, ball one. Activity in the bullpen. Taylor Scott, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Sousa also throwing. The 1-0. Outside corner, there's a strike. And a foul ball. And that skips in the dirt. That one not close. And a full count now. Judge waits. In the air out towards right center. McCormick sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away. Pete Crow Armstrong digs in now. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
One down, base is empty. That one missed. Outside. And it's 2-1. Base is empty, one away, and we're the top half of the sixth. Swings and misses. 2-2 now.
2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Struck him out looking. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the next Cub to hit. Vladdy having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
2 outs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Man at first, and here's the DH for the Cubs, Luis Robert Jr. He's already homered here in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Guerrero, the runner at first with 2 gone. another ball.
2-0.
Just missed. And ball four, two aboard.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Christian Javier will depart. Pretty good effort, and he exits with a lead. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back. Luis Garcia will take over here.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Bo Bichette now at the plate. And there's a strike. Altuve whips it to first. Out number 3. So a strong showing there from the Houston bullpen. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Astros 8 and the Cubs 1. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the center fielder, Mauricio Dubon. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Throws to first in time. And a quick out, number 1. One of the iconic features of Daikin Park, the Crawford boxes in left field. Pop flies can easily turn into homers in that direction. Now here is Yordan Alvarez. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3. For me, Boog, the biggest challenge for outfielders here is where the left field fence juts out suddenly towards center. It's kind of hard to position yourself if you're playing left. Balls hit that way can cause chaos.
Next offering misses, and it's a ball and a strike. And there's a ball.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Robert to right field, way back, gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 9-1.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
1 out, base is empty. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Tanner Dodson.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
He was late there. Strike one.
1-1.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the sixth. And a strike to the outside corner at 95. One-two now. That one ripped right center field. That's back. And that one's gone. They go back to back. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 10-1. That's their fifth homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And now here is Yainer Diaz.
Outside.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that drops in for a strike. Ball to strike. The pitch. And delivers outside. Two-one now. Just
That ball went
missed.
out.
And the 3-1. That's hard hit on the line. And that's just foul. No question about this one. It's out of here. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 11-1. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. A pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not. But I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
One down. So next up for Houston, Isaac Paredes. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Up and in, ball one.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball.
No strike.
That one's in there. And the count 2-1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The other way. Snags it on the run. And there's 2 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
That to right. Crow Armstrong drops into the glove, and that will end the inning. They explode with 3 solo homers in the inning. We're through 6 full. It's the Astros 11 and the Cubs 1. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Colt Keith. Garcia, 28 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. He swings and fouls one off. Smoked into left, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Foul ball there. Keith gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Next offering is down low. That one the other way. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting, number 25.
Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Gage Workman, 1 for 3. That's in for a strike. First and second, no outs. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one out to right. McCormick makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Alexander Canario.
Alexander Canario, the next Cub to hit. Swing and a ball popped up. Altuve. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Aaron Judge.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That's a base hit as a run scores. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away. Now it's going to be Pete Crow Armstrong. Right through there for a strike. Corners are occupied with 2 down.
One ball, one strike.
In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two on, 2 outs. That misses the zone. The count now 2-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two on, 2 outs. He goes down looking. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Astros 11 and the Cubs 2. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The shortstop, Jeremy.
Line drive, and it stays fair. Man at first, nobody out. And stepping in for the Astros, Chas McCormick. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1. On the ground to first, could be 2. To second, there's 1. To Guerrero, and they turn 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Astros are down quietly, and it remains an 11-2 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th. So up now for Chicago, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Swing and a ball hammered left field, and it one-ups the wall. So a man at first, Luis Robert Jr., the next Cub to hit. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. That one is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 11-4. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Luis Garcia gives way, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Taylor Scott.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Here's the second baseman, Bo Bichette. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame, and we're in the top of the 8th. In for a strike, and it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
That one just misses.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. It's hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
And up next for Chicago, Colt Keith. Just missed. One down, base is empty. And that one is downstairs. And it's 2-0. Inside, just missed. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That one finds the zone. Counts full, 3-2. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Contreras in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering upstairs. Next offering is fouled back. Inside. It's 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And there's a ball. And they'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Cubs had 2 on this homer. Last half of the 8th coming up. You're dialed into the show. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. That's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez. That's outside. 1-0. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And out number 1 on the grab.
How about it? First baseman, Christian Walker.
So man aboard, Christian Walker up next for the Astros. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1.
That's ball 2.
Dubon, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Well struck right field. Crow Armstrong ranges back. Out of here. He leaves the yard to right. His 3rd home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 13-4. Singing, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he has really seen the ball well in this one. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That one finds the corner. It's 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Right through there. Got him. 2 down.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
And a foul ball. Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-1. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That's down and in.
2-2 to count.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one missed. Two outs. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. And that's going to bang against the wall. And into second easily with a 2-out double. Man at second here with 2 away. So now the Astros designated hitter, Brendan Rodgers. Strike on the outside. 0-1. Two outs and one in scoring position. On its way to the corner. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. That missed by a lot. Now 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2-run shot for the Astros this inning. Last chance coming up for the Cubbies. New inning getting started, and the batter will be the shortstop, Gage Workman. Scott back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Right side. Altuve. Now one gone in the ninth.
Now batting, left fielder, Alexander Canario.
Alexander Canario, the next Cub to hit. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike one.
0-1.
The Astros up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. Next offering is outside. That catches the top part of the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out without a swing. Now only 1 out remaining.
Bell just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Judge comes up empty there.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
Judge over the top.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
This could end it. That's off the mark. Full count, 3-2. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they have more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
13-4 is your final. The Astros winning streak is over. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.